Yo, what's good, everybody? We got another Beers with Barton. It is Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, October 14th. Hope everyone's having a great week. Tomorrow is Friday. So I planned on doing one of these on Sunday. Just got back from Nashville, celebrating my 40th, which I'll update here shortly. But Sunday was actually my birthday, my 40th birthday. We got home from Nashville, and I planned to do one. And by the time I got home and got ready and blah 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 blah, the day kind of got away from me. Michaela was in bed, and I was like, I'm not doing one now. So, anyways, today is a little bit of a recap of Nashville over the weekend. I wanted to do, what a great week to celebrate. Not only was Nashville last week and turning 40, NFL football's on tonight, and the Giants and Dodgers play Game 5. Winner goes on to the National League Championship Series to play the Braves. Winner goes to the World Series. But that's for another episode. This one is a recap of my 40th birthday weekend. So, a few months ago, Jessica had bought some tickets to Nashville. And, or just some tickets. I didn't know what they were. They're on the credit card. And I didn't think anything of it. And then I said, hey, I noticed there's some tickets on here. Maybe Jess even said, like, hey, I bought some tickets. Southwest had a sale, and my mom's taking my dad to Nashville as a surprise. Don't say anything. I'm like, oh, it's great, cool, of course. Put it on our credit card so they don't see it. Thought nothing of it. This is months ago. Then maybe a couple months later, the next month, whatever, looking through, quickly glancing through the credit card, just doing the quick check, and then saying, oh, hey, that charge, is your mom going to pay us for the tickets? It's a couple $100, no big deal, but just throwing it out there. Maybe she forgot. She goes, oh yeah, I forgot to tell her. I'll have mom pay. I'm like, cool. No big deal. Again, thinking nothing of it. So basically, a month or so later, so probably 3 weeks ago, a month at most, I say, hey, birthday's coming up. I want to do something. And she goes, hey, I tried to plan something, but all our friends are kind of out of town. My brother was supposed to be able to come visit. He wasn't able to. I wanted to plan something, but no one's going to be here. So we're going to do something the weekend after your birthday. We'll go to the brewery. We'll go to High Branch. We'll get a room, and we will just invite everyone. We'll have a blast, because no one's available on the weekend of your birthday. And I said, that's awesome. That'd be cool. I really like that. Then I started thinking, I just don't want to sit at home on my birthday weekend, even if it's just Jess and I going away to Asheville for a night or two, whatever. So I start looking at places. I'm sending her stuff. I'm like, can we just do this? Let's go for one night or even a day trip, but let's just go do something. So finally she responds and is like, hey, I have something planned. We're going away for your birthday. Shut up. I'm like, okay, cool. She goes, those tickets that I bought were for us. They weren't for my mom. So I'll pay my mom back for the tickets that she paid. They weren't her tickets. So I start laughing. Then I'm like, where are we going? She's like, do you want to know? And I was like, kind of, but kind of not. I'm okay with surprises, but I'm also not, loving surprises. So finally, she lets me know, hey, we're going to Nashville. So her and I and Michaela went to Nashville, I think it was 2014 or 15, to watch Notre Dame play LSU at the Titan Stadium, Nissan Stadium in the bowl game. Notre Dame won 24-21. It was great. And we didn't get to really experience it because it was cold, and it was all around the football game, the Music City Bowl, and our daughter was 3. So we thought this would be great to come back as just adults. So we've been looking forward to doing it. So I was excited at this point, cool, I'm so juiced. Thank you. So the day comes, the in-laws are taking care of Michaela and Potter. Everything's good. We're packing. It's Wednesday. We leave. I think our flight leaves at around 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Last Wednesday, obviously. And we get to the airport. It's about 9:30. We check in. Everything's cool. I'm like, hey, let's grab a drink, Well, we're down at the new wing in Charlotte Douglas Airport. Nothing's really open. So I'm like, hey, let's walk. So we walk, and we're looking. Nothing's really open. There's restaurants open. A couple people are drinking, but, everything's packed. So I'm like, well, let's keep going down. We got an hour and a half, over an hour till we board. So we get to a place in a concourse where you have to, make a choice, separate. And I kind of take a standstill at the fork, and I'm looking down one, looking down another, what's the best way to go to see what's open, to grab a beer and hang out for a bit. So I see this group of people to my left, and I'm kind of looking, I glance, I notice them, but I don't really notice them. And then I'm looking around, I notice again, I'm oh, they all have similar shirts on. again, it is a family reunion, whatever it is. I thought it was, so then it piqued my interest. So then I look, and my brain couldn't process what I was seeing, and Jessica tried to video it. She actually forgot to hit record. But anyways, Jessica had surprised me, and it was all of my best friends. So worst best friend was there, best friend was there, the head brewer, Mrs. Head Brewer, was there, and some of our really good friends, the Slaughters, were there. So they're wearing my Beers with Barton shirt. It was crazy. Like, I couldn't even believe it. It was amazing. So that was a huge, huge, huge surprise. It's great. We go get a drink, go to Nashville. We hit a McMillan's or McMannigan's, get Scotch eggs, go to this Irish restaurant. It's great. We just kind of live it up. Wednesday, we go to Tootsie's, famous bar. We walk around Broadway. It was great. Thursday, we went to a brewery / distillery and basically hung out all day. I drank a lot. And then we went to a very nice dinner, and I spilled half my dinner on my shorts, which was great. And then we went to an escape room, which was very helpful. But we did escape with time to spare. I don't think I did much help. Actually, I have a sticker, which they gave me, and a birthday card. And I don't remember being much help, which I'm not a huge escape room guy anyway, but it was really cool. They wrote me a card, so I really appreciated that. And then Friday, we went to this cool restaurant that was having Oktoberfest. We went early before the real party began. We went and had some great beers and ate, just hung out. And then we walked to Bearded Iris, which is one of my favorite brewers. They don't distribute here, but they do in like Kentucky and other parts of Tennessee. So I've had their beers before. People brought them back, but went to go hang out there. Hanging out on the outside patio. It's great. They're playing like 90s music. DMX comes on, and I'm jamming. We've had some beers. I'm over my hangover. And another surprise came. The one and the only Chris Dennison and his lovely wife Erin showed up. They drove that morning up to Nashville from Charlotte. It's about 5 hours. And he's actually the graphic designer of Beers with Barton, the shirts, the logos. Most of you guys have seen my shirts, see my logo, my stickers. So they show up with these. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is my logo with a 40. Inside a picture of a 40 of a 40 of a 40. It's anniversary edition. Born on date 10/10/1981. And then the back states #Beers with Barton Nashville. So what another surprise. Not only did he take the time to design this, but they were struggling to get these actually printed because it's hard to get anything done. And Aaron came through and found someone last minute. So let me tell you, I was just absolutely in shock, and just thankful for people, taking the time to, prioritize my birthday. Not only my amazing wife to plan this, but all my friends to take the time. So I'm not gonna cry because I'm 40 now, but it was pretty cool. It's something I'll always remember. And we just had a great time. And then Friday we did a ghost tour in Nashville, which was great. The tour guide was a little lacking on her historical knowledge. She messed up on a couple things, but we had a good time. We were joking around. We went to Printer's Alley in Nashville, which is like a mini Bourbon Street in Nashville, from New Orleans. So it was pretty cool. And then Saturday, we actually went over to the east side of Nashville, which is less touristy, and we went to a meadery, went to this cool brewery called Dancing Gnomes, and then we ended up at a video game like arcade. It was called Up Down, and we just ate and drank. Excuse me, getting old. Ate and drank and hung out, and it was just really, really cool. And then that was Saturday, and then we headed back to the hotel, kind of hung out, had drinks, and then kind of called it a night. And Sunday we left. I think our flight was about 11, came back. And then on the way home, we get home, and Jessica's, in-laws, or Jessica's parents, my in-laws and uncle and grandma, had came and decorated the house and made dinner for me. And we spent the day. We watched the Niners not win, and but it was cool. I had some beer for another gift. So I just can't, be thankful enough for especially Jessica, not only for taking the time to plan this and put it together, but all my friends to take the time, time off of work. Everyone is very busy, and, especially worst best friend, because he apparently thinks I never invite him anywhere, and I still didn't invite him. It was my wife, but he showed up, which is cool. So we had a blast. Jessica has been really busy. She's actually taken on a new role here a couple months ago, so she's been trying to get up to speed. And so I know this was a lot of work and effort for her to put together the last couple months. So super thank you. Anyone that couldn't make it, still love you. We'll get together for a drink. And yeah, that's it. So that's kind of the recap of the Nashville, the beers of Barton, the 40 within a 40. And it's been a celebration ever since. I put on a few pounds. Obviously, I had some Nashville hot chicken. It was hot. The head brewer, Mr. Jeremy, had the Ring of Fire. And the difference between, from what I understand, is the difference between you got like a regular, a mild, a hot, and then the Ring of Fire. The difference between the mild and the hot is like, the mild's a 4 or 5, the hot's like a 7 or 8. The Ring of Fire is like a 15, or the mild is a 3, the Ring of Fire is a 5 or 6, or the Nashville Hot's 5 or 6, the Ring of Fire is 9, 10. So it's not like you're just jumping, it's a huge jump. I didn't try any. But Jeremy had an entire sandwich and man through. We all did. It was so hot, I was sweating, but it was great time. Love to experience it, and just thankful. These shirts are amazing. Limited edition. There's only 10 of them because only 10 people showed up, which is appropriate because my birthday is October 10th. So again, thank you guys. I've just been kind of trying to get back at it. I'm down to the weight I was before we left, so I've had an aggressive week of back to eating healthy and working out, so it's great. But I enjoyed it. It was worth it. And today I bought myself some new beers, and actually had a cigar today, which I haven't done that often because I'm actually starting a new job, but that's news for later. I'm starting in a week and a half, and the guy at Total Wine recommended this one. It's a Doppelbock. It's from a brewer out in Germany. It's called Celebrator, and how appropriate is this beer? Because we've been nothing but celebrating. We are the celebrators. It's a Doppelbock. I had one earlier. I sat out in my garage, I smoked a cigar, I listened to some fantasy football podcasts this afternoon, and it was an amazing day, and just thankful. I feel great. 40 means nothing. Age is nothing but a number, but it's been great. The weekend was amazing. I talked my mother into visiting here near Christmas, so she'll be out here the middle of December. She won't be here officially over Christmas. She'll go back home, hang with my brothers, but she'll be here for about 12 days in the middle of December. So I've got a lot to be thankful for, a lot to celebrate. Had an amazing time in Nashville with friends, an amazing time just back home celebrating, and obviously just being thankful and happy for everything, and looking forward to the new exciting stuff. So the game's on in about an hour because it's West Coast, so it's 6:07 there. It'll be 9:07 here, but NFL football kicks off here soon, so that'll be cool. And then be watching those Giants. It's #BeatLA, but hopefully tomorrow when I do a Beers with Barton, it's to celebrate again the Giants winning and not being sad that they did not beat the stinky, stinky Dodgers. So anyway, this is a Doppelbock. It's a Celebrator. It's a Doppelbock. It's a 6.7 from Ayinger Brewery. Strong beer is what it said. Brewed according to the Reisenbach purity laws of 1514. I think it's where you can only use the 4 ingredients is the water, hops, malt, and barley. Dark, malty, and rich. So I know it's good because I had one earlier, but I was sipping on it, enjoying my cigar. So cheers to 40. Cheers to me, and cheers to my wonderful, lovely wife who planned all this. Cheers to my amazing friends who made the time and effort to come show up, and just cheers to everybody else. I'll drink to that. Oh yeah, that's it could be a sipper. It could be a easy drinker, or it could be a guzzler. So it's however you guys want it. It's delicious. 6.7. Drinks like a BLA. I don't know what that'd be. Drinks like a 4.0 for 40. All right, guys. Thank you. Until next time. Adeuces.